All right, it is movie review time again. And yesterday I took the opportunity to see the new movie, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, of course, this is the fourth in the new series. Of course, if you know much, this series actually started back, the movie series actually started back in the 60s, went into the 70s. Then there was quite a long period of time until Tim Burton came along and made a movie, I believe it was 2001. That movie was poorly received, and so it took them a while to bring the movies back. And so far, of course, the first three have been really well received and really big hits. And so this one takes place, it tells you in the movie, it starts off with a small little way to connect it to the first three. And then it tells you, of course, it goes multiple generations into the future. I read somewhere it's roughly 300 years. But anyway, it is, of course, a continuation of that story. Caesar, at that point, is no longer around. And let me tell you, I think it does the previous movies really, really proud. I think it's a very strong entry, and it continues what the filmmakers set up with the first three. Now, of course, the majority of the movie is CGI. And I will admit, at the very start, that took me a few moments, having seen the other movies, of course, it still took me a few moments to warm up to it. But eventually I was able to overcome that. And to me, it took a little time for the story to really get going. But once it really got going, I thought it was extremely strong. I thought it was extremely well done. There is a actor who turns up that, again, I didn't know a lot about who was in it, that I was kind of surprised to see. I don't want to give that away if you haven't seen that yet. But he has a very important role. It's a small role, but it is an important role. But I think it works really, really well. It is, story-wise, really strong, and it just really fits well into what they've set up. Now, it does, I will tell you this, so I'm not going to give away too much, but just be aware of what I'm about to say. It does set up the possibility for future installments to be made. So just be aware that it's not a finite ending. It does leave that possibility open. But anyway, definitely if you can catch this on a large screen format, that will be the best way to watch this. If not, it's still really strong. This is definitely worth full price. In fact, I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars.